There's a good chance you won't remember it right. Constructed on second chances and fortified forgiveness, you will continue on, riding off into the sunset, looking like a film strip, flashback to the times when you were happiest. And you won't look back. You've seen it all before. Catching the past in your peripheral is as close as you'll get to rear view mirror. You can spot it a mile away, against the glare back. Silhouette and mouth form know it like the back of your hand, and miss it like a front tooth, but give no slack to hindsight. You'll say, I've been here before. And there's a good chance you won't remember it right. Lifetimes rush past you, warp speed during a torrential downpour, and your safest bet will be to turn around, go back the way you came. Retrace the tracks you covered up with the music and the bottles of empty promises. Start all over again. Do your best to make it better. Make it count. Make it something to truly be proud to tell your children and your grandchildren, but one step at a time. Because there's a good chance you won't remember it right. And the day you do look back, the day you do cock your head and realize how much you actually left behind, you will look back and miss it. Extend your arms out forward and fall fast forward. It will not be there to catch you. It will have given up on you just as you did to it. Find yourself face down in a pile of your own aftermath. Feel washed over like a city of typhoons. Your tongue will betray you, hold you back from the truth, but buckle your knees when it is harshest. That is when you will wish you were a chalkboard, and the voices of absolution of those you left broken behind you could clean slate your soul. But you misplaced their names, and sifting through the rubble will prove ineffective and sore back. Not even your tears will hear your repentance, and you'll be buried in a pile of your own hesitance. In retrospect, the horizon, this life will be sunset film strips you tried to ride off into before you realized reality is really as good as it gets. There are no second takes or thirds, no cuts for wind the reel, no director giving you some directions and tell you to try it again and nail it this time. You will not have that luxury. Your stuntman will never show up, and for that, you will wear every scar as a tally mark, reminding you of who you once were. In this life and the next, your reflection will not recognize you, but you will know it down to the very last freckle. Maybe someday, you'll show up dancing, made out of mismatched socks and recycled flower petals. You look a lot like you did when we ate Starburst underneath the night sky like a blanket fort, and I made you laugh, and you burst into a new constellation. So maybe you'll be a broken pencil tip, and I'll be crumpled poetry, and you'll be sifting through your past like it's interrupting your dreams. It'll look a lot like Apocalypse, old newspaper clippings, magazine articles, the heart given to you when yours died. But you'll be smiling, grayscale portrait background, and you floating fluorescent in vibrancy. And maybe someday you'll come back and remember what the earth looks like. You'll remember how much it feels like a rainy day. Heavy boot and coats, umbrella backflips in the wind. Maybe someday you'll come back here and say, forgive me for my front door locked. Here, hold my key. It opens everything that ever meant something. And to me, that'll be a settling point. Lay down in it, feel at home. Blankets pulled up the chin, firewood cracked with drum dance. Feel the warmth of the life you've left behind. You see it, and the way your arms reach out wanting to hold whatever comes your way. Grab at the simpler things, make it all last. Maybe someday you'll come back dancing, made out of firefly lights and cinnamon, ready to swallow all your mistakes, bottle them up. A high-pressure system malfunction, and the blowback from the blast. You'll remember everything from your past. But at the end of it all, I'll still be the coldest point of the mountain's peak, and you will have no desire to see the top from a different perspective. I'll wait for you to come back down, made out of wedding halves of wishbones, your favorite stuffed animal, holding handfuls of laughter in those clenched fists. My heart My sleeve, each something the world sees daily. It's been gathering dust from the demolition you've been leaving behind you. Lucky for me, I know it's gonna rain soon. Gonna wash it all away. All the dark areas and the empty spots, the ones that keep me awake at night. Sleep will no longer feel like a long-lost friend. And my dreams, well, they'll feel a lot more like home. Over time, I'll forget what it means to be kicked when I'm down because I won't believe in the up and up anymore. My bones will be so full of light bulbs bursting. My body will look like Hiroshima. My soul will look at the best parts of Christmas. Thank God for the good days, because those are the days when my heart doesn't feel like a battleground. And you aren't like poison running through my veins. Landscapes of albatross, empty valleys except for the life bubbling underneath them. I will be the purest form of anything you've ever seen. If you see it in retrospect, you'll remember the days I called you beautiful. When we swallowed more than our tongues before bed, when we danced more, when we laughed loud as the city, where we hoped someday to make something out of ourselves. Collaboration at its best. But for now, find your skin once more. Put your cape on again, you heroine. Save the day. Rewind, stop, record. Make it all something to truly be proud of. Something to remember. Legacy in your back pocket. Your secret weapon for the rainy days. Because in retrospect, in horizon, I was half the anything I should have been. And you smothered me in what I wasn't good enough for. And it felt incredible. The days you were happy to see me. Jeremy, thank you for coming out. Have the Facebook page. Keep updating with us. We'll see you next time. Adios.